Are we live? We're live! Yay!
Hola.
Hello. I'm going to turn background noise off. There we go. Oh, I've just realised that's very bright. There we go. It's a bit better. Right, how are you, Nodge?
Yeah, that's all right. I went down to a mate's place today to talk and discuss how I'm going to move forward with the wooden victory kit.
Yeah.
So he's just lent me a couple of tools, and I'll be starting on that probably tomorrow, sometime soon.
I must say, I'm loving the sticky up hairstyle. It's very cool.
Well, that's just mature. This is my veranda. So,
Yes.
yeah, I have a veranda, and I've got a current sort of chuff at the moment. So,
Very good.
Yeah,
so you've had a good day then?
Yeah. The weather's gorgeous, like 24 degrees, blue sky.
Yeah, it's about that here today. Yeah, 24, 25. Got in the car yesterday about 5:30 last night, and it was 30 degrees. I was like, no, too hot. Too hot, too humid. Don't like it. I like the air to be nice and cool. We've got plenty of comments to go through.
Righto. Well, we should start that so we can start this.
He is. Bob says, while things are quiet on the Texton front, I'm off for breakfast. Cool.
Nice. Bob says, oh, and good day all, wherever you may be.
Jem says, Kia ora, Bobby. Isn't that's a juice carton, isn't it? Kia ora.
Yeah, but it's hello in Maori.
Oh, right, okay. I hope you're much better today. Greetings from Middle Earth. That Hobbiton is a weird place. No hobbits, but some tourists. See, when they did the adverts for it over here, it was always Kia ora was a jungle drink. The adverts were always like in the jungle with little monkeys and stuff drinking it and things.
Ooh, not many monkeys in New Zealand, and they like it that way. Gary goes on to say the reason there is no orcs in Auckland is because there are orcs and they live further south. I may need a gun if I go there. Greeting, folks, joining in. Wave, wave, meow.
Bob says, hello, Gary. Unfortunately, we won't be able to confubiscate, whatever, a certain John Thompson. Tried sending a strand beast, but denied due to tariffs and custom F-ups. There we go.
And he'll leave it boxed up for when and if this lunacy is lifted.
Jim says, I did think trying to send anything to the States was a waste of time. I stopped flying there to film because of the nonsense of the officials.
And the K-pop agencies are finding it very difficult to gain entry permits for media entertainment there. No big loss for us, just the people requesting us to come over.
Oh, crap. Paul says, Moratori te saluton.
Paul says, howdy doody, folks.
I've not got a rubber glove.
Yeah, I waved for you.
There we go. Jem says, Kia ora, Mr. Paul. You well, bro?
You well, bro?
He's gone all gangster now.
Jim, are you a Kiwi, cuz?
Bob says, Paul, I am not saluting anyone as having found the secret of eternal life. I'm hanging on for grim death, I think.
Nice. Gary says, the Kiwis talk funny. Some locals took us to a great place to eat takeaways and ate lots of fish and chips. Drunk Oka-Ola in red cans. Ha ha ha. Oka-Ola. I can't remember the name of it. They've got like a potato thing they do in fish and chip shops there. I can't remember the name of it, but Paul, the better-looking Marley, went down there to a fish and chip shop, and they saw the name of it on the thing, and they said, I can't remember the name of it. What is that? And she said,
$2.50. Paul says, Bob, same here, drank so much booze, I am well and truly pickled.
Oh, nice.
I had a nice kind of stout last night. It was sticky toffee flavoured stout.
Sticky toffee flavoured stout. Well, today I've got Brew Dog, the Aldi IPA.
I was looking at that yesterday.
El Deeper.
El Deeper.
And he says, GM, you threw me with your Kia Ora.
Bob, but I'm doing exercise at the same time. Paul, breathe in, breathe out, repeat, and in ad infinitum.
Ad infinitum. Gary says, Paul T, it's the local saying g'day. This peel checker is playing up already. Is already.
Bob, Kia Ora takes me back to the youth in our local cinema. Pearl and Dean always had those adverts for expensive orange juice in small cardboard cartons.
Yeah, because Kia Ora was a cordial over here. Probably still is. I don't drink cordial. JT says, JT representing... Oh, it's probably crap juice, so it was cordial. It's funny because we called those things like those Tetra Brick packages. In Melbourne, they were called Primas. Still are because of brand name. In New South Wales, they called them Poppers because it's a different brand. And now they just call them, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, Fruit Bricks. JT says, JT representing Norwood. Yo. Hope everyone is well today. Having a hankering for cream spinach for breakfast. Crikey.
Yeah. We decided his nickname should be Popeye.
Oh.
Because he went into, when he was doing his military training before he had to leave, he was in the Puddle Pirates part. Okay. So, and he likes cream spinach and he smokes a pipe. So we decided.
And his name my Jeep Eugene as well.
Yeah. Bob says, JT, you're running up and down a piece of string. Why?
Jim says, hello to all. Welcome to the MiniArt Omnibus build.
Omnibus.
Yeah.
GM says, Bobby, lol. Well, laugh my ass off.
Popeye says, at Bob, did they put missing children on cartons where you live? I remember that. No, it's never been a thing here.
No, our police tend to find them. Paul says, sorry, that's a really bad joke, but it wasn't intended as a joke. They do tend to find them. Paul says, yep, that little carton of Cura made the outing. It did.
Right. Jim says, greetings to our gracious host.
Hello, Jim. JT says, Robert, need my caffeine.
Paul Tanker says, g'day, Jim.
Kevin, good day, everyone. Hello, Kevin.
Gary says, oh, my God, that smells good. Oh, fruity. Jim says, Gary says, g'day. I'm drunk already. Gary says, g'day, Jim. I hope you're well. G'day, JT.
It's only 12:10. Jim says, g'day, Kev.
Yeah. JT says, Bob, with caffeine, my brain is coming online. I got the joke.
Joe says, good morning, afternoon, evening to all in chat. Let's have a good day, or at least try to. Hello to our hosts. Hello, Joe.
JT says, Bob, lol.
Bob says, poll time, how many countries had Cura cartons in the cinemas? Yeah.
Probably one. Well, let's see. England, Wales, Scotland, parts of Northern Ireland.
Yeah, that's 4.
Patrick Sandy saying, g'day to all.
GM says, Bobby, don't know. What's the answer, bro? He's gone very gangster today, GM, hasn't he? What's the
answer? Hobby Time's in saying, hi, guys.
Hey, Hobby Time. Bob says, John, sorry, but Trump has trashed your kit delivery for now. I'll leave it back in case sanity prevails. Just don't move without notifying of new address. Yeah, we won't go there. I'm not going down that road.
Funny, difficult not saying anything.
Did you need to kick your desk or something to get the frustration out?
No, I'll wait till we're off. Philip Page says, good evening, everyone from New Zealand.
I can see the stress building up. He's going to start twitching any minute.
Yeah. I might have a tick, or as Gary would say right now, a tuck.
Yeah. Hobby Time says, hi, Jim.
Oh.
Next.
JT says, Robert, thanks. The yo-yo is sounding like Snoop Dogg. The yo-yo, I guess. Yeah. Look at me trying to be cool.
You're getting down with the kids again.
They won't let me.
That sounds dodgy.
So does getting down with the kids.
Paul says, Kia ora, Phil.
Bob says, Gary, I was going to say at least 2, UK and Oz, but suddenly realised that I don't know Paul's country of origin. Or if I did, forgot it. Yeah, Paul's from Poith.
Paul says, Bob, I'm a Manc by birth.
There we
Mancunian.
go. JT says, Mikey, Tiff, and John. Sounds like a 60s folk group. Yeah, but a good one.
Bob says, John, I suppose that could be a flashy one, but the batteries always died. Did you listen to that Welsh folk music I showed you yesterday?
No. Oh, yeah, well, Saucepan Park I did, because it's a fantastic song.
Yeah. It's such a silly topic as well, isn't it?
It is. It's wonderful. And
It's about a
I
lot of
hear
sauce.
I hear it's really popular at Treorchy rugby games. All to do with Max Boyce and stuff. So, yeah, go Wales.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gary's saying Philip P. Kiora? Is it your go?
No. I was just
Okay,
Welsh flag. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, that side would have been easier. There we go.
Gary's saying, Philip P. Kiora, where are you, bro? We is touring about Unzud. Yeah, Unzud.
Joe says, Bob, oh no, don't ruin my day. Seemed all I did yesterday was see videos on why costs on everything is skyrocketing. Not a good day.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, we're not going down that road. John.
I was trying so hard to shut the F up, John. Pascal Gummiston is in. He's saying, good afternoon, all.
Hey, Nuno. Haven't seen you for a while, buddy.
Yeah.
Hope you're feeling better. JT says, Bob, I appreciate the thought about the models more than anything.
Yeah. And he says, Paul, thanks. Memory not completely dead. I wonder if cardboard drinks were in other countries. Yeah, Tetra Brick. Yeah, Tetra. Yeah, they're a worldwide company.
Yeah. John says, Kia ora sounds like a car.
Only if you miss a gear. Jim says, hi there, hobby time.
Yes. Joe, I have chosen the wrong hobbies, golf and model making. Might have to leave both.
That's exactly how he says that, yeah.
Yeah.
Scott's in from Tasmania says, g'day everyone. Last week of winter and it's heavy rain and snow down to low level. Oh, God.
Hey, Scott.
Sounds like another day in Tasmania.
Aussie Ian's in. He says, hey, evening all.
Yeah, hello Ian. Bob says, at JT, I sent stuff to Mr. Marley for John, Paul, and Tim and Gary before separate Markham mail. And got
like
Beatles.
Beatles.
Yeah, got Beatles vibes. John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Even same syllable count. Now, while we're on that topic, I got a thing in the mail today.
Aha! I have one of those.
Oh, it's here somewhere. So, yep, for the better-looking Marley and Timmer, there's 2 things, but I'm not going to open theirs because they're theirs.
Yes.
They're theirs. But I do have a print of a...
It's cool, isn't it?
Cool that. So thank you very much. I'm really, really happy with that. Thanks. I'll forward them on to the other guys as soon as practicable.
JT says, thanks, Bob.
Bob says, oh dear, rambling again, but at least it's not pointed like brambling. They scratch.
True. Stu Spruce says, Kia ora tagline was, I'll be your dog. I suppose the updated version will be, I'll be your brew dog. Gets coats. Very good.
Brew dog. Patrick says, yeah, I remember they had the slogan, Pora Kia ora. It's a good slogan.
June says, Prynhawn Pifangle Mikey. Afternoon Tiff, notebook away now. Evening Nodge. I do like calling you Nodge. Sounds so much better than John. Yeah.
Tiff says, nope, my note. Oh, excuse me. Tiff says, it's so difficult to, I don't know.
It's hard to do it without laughing, isn't it?
Very much beside me at Julian Hall.
It's difficult to do it without laughing.
Oh, it's hard to do it at all. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm there. Good afternoon, all. Don't forget that like button on your way in. Thank you.
Bigfoot says, hi, folks. Hi, Bigfoot.
Bob says, quick, everyone, try typing fast to overspeed Tiff's shorthand if she uses it.
Are you saying she's Lonely Lickle?
I don't use shorthand. Never have. Never will.
June says, no, Mikey. After ANC last night, no parrot fleas. Tar very much, Mr. Marley. Exactly. Not allowed on this channel. John.
Parrot fleas.
Politics.
Oh, okay. Paul Price says, evening all.
Jim says, John Marley, repeat to yourself, serenity now. Serenity now.
No, it doesn't really affect me, does it? But, oh, my God.
Shut the... Hey, that wasn't me. Look, no hands. That's what she said.
LW Modelling was going to sit down and watch the stream of the cuppa and one of the chocolate donuts I bought yesterday, and then I remembered I ate them yesterday. Now I'm just sad.
Oh, poor LWM. Jim says, folk music is good stuff to fall asleep to. It is. I love Welsh folk music. It's lovely.
It is. Bob says, the passing of a donut is always sad, no matter if it's US or UK spelt.
Yes, dog nuts are very... The loss of a dog nut is a sad thing. June says, yup, a folk group. Tiff on lead vocals, Mikey on drums, Nodge on... No, Nodge. That's a guitar, not a harp.
So after we went off channel yesterday, the other people did hear me play, 5 seconds of recorder. So, yeah, I can do it.
Very good.
JT says, cardboard drinks have high fiber. Lol.
LWM says, Bob Harris, I felt it in English. My phone is being American today. Oh, I spelt it in English. My phone is being American today.
What does IIRC? Is like,
if I recall correctly.
If I can recall correctly,
you don't.
No, it's. I
use it all the time.
Yeah, Kia ora was Maori, still is, for how are you? Like, it's a greeting. Yeah. Aloha is Hawaiian. Yeah. But yeah, Kia ora is Maori. All Polynesian, but they have different aspects, dialects.
Philip says, Gary Wynn. Why, Gary? John, how do you pronounce that? Why you have mata?
Yeah, so in the Polynesian language, they really pronounce every letter.
Oh, right, okay. What?
So,
yeah.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, if it's saying Hawaii, yeah, Hawaii, like the double I there's a break and then another one, and they do it with all their language, and it's a wonderful language, really.
So how do you pronounce that
then? Philip Page.
Wainumata.
I'd say Wai Nui o Mata. Wai Nui o Mata.
Jim says, "G'day, Scott. Hope you have a snow shovel, mate."
I wish I had a shovel right now. Julian says, "So 3D prints look awesome, Bob."
They do. Bob says, "Aha! Somebody else with a weird spew chucker."
Dorcosaurus is in. He says, "Good morning, afternoon, peoples." And it's a
do you
dinosaur.
need a first aid kit, Dorcosaurus, for being in so early?
Needs coffee, that's for sure. He needs coffee.
Sometimes I do worry that if he's in too early, he might get a nosebleed or something. Bob says, Koth, I assume you mean the Harbingers done by Rob the Resin.
GM says, Philip P, thanks, mate. No idea where your place is, lol. The GPS comes up with question mark, question mark, question mark. A great help that is. Ha.
Julian says, Parrot fleas, politics. Yes, I am odd.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, it's a roundabout way of saying politics.
Because I'm not allowed to talk about
No.
parrot fleas.
No.
All right. Okay. Kicking off in another direction then. Bob says, Rob the Resin, easier to type than stepson-in-law. Okay.
True. JT says the folk group could be called the Modelers. Do you know what? I think that would actually make a pretty good AI image. Our intro characters as a band called the Modelers or something. That'd be quite funny.
Joe says, better looking Marley posted the new Qatari 148 scale Handley page Halifax too. $185. Looks awesome, but I am seriously considering going into that. They're doing a crowdfunding thing.
It won't be US dollars either, because they won't be sending them to the US.
No, but their website is on US dollars.
Yeah.
But no, they won't be sending it to the US. So they're doing what's seen as it is crowdfunding. You pay up for the kit now, and you become a member of a social group, and you can provide input to the chief modelers, David Mildenhall, I think, about whether you want panel lines and creases on this and whatever input. Yeah. You get to design the kit with them, which is I think pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. We've got 28 people watching, which is really cool. Don't forget to leave and subscribe, people. Jim says, in my early school days, we called it donuts. Then along came Dunkin' Donuts.
And now they're just called Dunkin' now. They dropped the donut bit after they dropped all the other letters from the word donuts.
I call him Steve. You call him Duncan, I call him Steve.
I'll have another drink with Duncan. All right. JT says, are you married? Yes, 25 years. Lol.
Paul says, how do you know if an owl is educated? It says,
Yeah. JT says, Philip, I'm living in what the matter?
Ooh. I just realised, not next Monday, not the Monday after, but the Monday after on the 15th is my 10th wedding anniversary.
Ooh.
There will
Are
still
you married?
Yeah. Bob says, I crashed my chat again. Must watch Cursor Position. Yes. Naughty.
Oh, Philip reckons I probably got the pronunciation as well as I could for an Aussie, so that's all right.
LWM says, Paul Tanker, that was so funny, I was owling with laughter.
Bob says, Paul, why don't owls date in the rain? Too wet to woo. Woo.
Jim says, Koth being king of the heathens, Nodge. You were looking a little confused.
Oh, of course.
That's
No, I'm terrible
look.
with acronyms.
How dare you make fun of his normal look?
What can I say? Dokasura says it's 6:23 in the morning. Just got to attack by my dog. Just got attacked by my dog and had to give her belly rubs. Guess so much ways to wake up. Yeah.
Jim says, JT, an Italian friend of mine attended the school. What's the matter,
What's the matter, you? Yeah. They teach you respect. Julian Hall says, Bob, dad jokes already?
JT, here is the image. Put dreadlocks on John. Mikey could be Jim Morrison. And Tiff could be Janis Joplin.
Oh, my God.
I think putting dreadlocks on a kangaroo could be classed as cultural appropriation.
Well, yeah. So somebody did have a dreadlock sort of wig in the Middle East, and they got me to wear it with my uniform and take a photo of me. Oh, my God. It went absolutely viral because it looked ridiculous. Oh, I've never seen him with black hair before. I'm thinking, well, I have. I didn't have dreadlocks, though. But little do they know, my pubes are dreadlocked. Bob says, Julian, got to keep the intellectual level low.
We didn't need to know that.
Way too much information.
It's down to each knee. Like the part in the middle.
Oh dear God.
I'm going to mute him in a minute.
Bob says, Julian, got to keep the intellectual level low. Yes. Apparently we're getting below waist level now.
Yeah, Jim says, at me, correct regarding the current brand name of Dunkin' Donuts. Now they call themselves Dunkin'. I still call it Dunkin' Donuts. Fair enough. Like they have been that for, 40 years or whatever.
June says, Mikey, Nodge was looking marginally more confused than normal. Difficult, I know, but apparently possible. I've just seen the next comment.
Yeah. Well, this is one thing I can send to the States, so let's go there. No, we're not doing that. Joe is saying, hello, Black, not shaven yet.
Anyway, on with the show.
Yeah.
June says, luckily I self-muted that bit, Tiff. Thank you, Bleep, for that. John says Joe Grey dreads would be interesting. Oh, PJ Audits. He has grey dreadlocks. There's a YouTube channel called PJ Audits. He's a veteran called Peter, but his channel's called PJ Audits, and he has white dreadlocks.
Does he rate pajamas?
What? Did I just hear you correctly? What did you just say?
Did I just hear you correctly? What did you say?
PJ Audits.
Yeah, PJ is Pete pajamas.
No, as in
Audits.
Peter, whatever his surname is, begin with J. Peter Jones or something.
Oh, that's it. I'm going to make a YouTube channel of me rating pajamas.
Oh,
Sounds more fun
rating
than great
pajamas.
dreadlocks.
I was like, what the fuck?
Ah.
GM says, it's going to be very quiet if Tiff mutes both of them. Yeah.
Oh, LWM Modeling says, my friend just failed his Aboriginal music exam. I asked him, did you do it?
I'm glad you read that one out, not me. Now I can blame you.
Yeah.
Anyway. Down to the desk.
Hello. I'm drunk already. I have had 3 sips. I'm losing the power of speech. Right. So, where are we?
Yeah.
So,
Where did we get up to?
All right. So, I've had a bit of progress with
You've done a nicer job than me.
Oh,
You're a git.
Hang on.
I can't even remember how far it was. Oh, I've had some stuff arrive today.
Oh, yes. Let's go there first.
So, for this Jag Panther, we're doing a diorama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a winter scene. So, I got that stuff.
Puddles.
Yeah, it makes like muddy puddles. So that's pretty cool.
It makes moody poodles.
Yeah. And I got some display sanders.
Ah, wise choice. Oh, very fine ones.
Yeah,
Very fine
and I
ones
got
indeed.
sandy sticks. But what I didn't realise, because I didn't read it properly, was these ones aren't the adhesive ones.
Ah.
So they won't work on the carbon fibre sticks. But it gave me an excuse to buy the lower grade ones as well.
Yeah, sure. I need to grab my phone. I'll go ahead for a moment.
Yeah, so I bought the ones up to 1,000 as well. The self-adhesive ones. There we go. On with the comments. JT says, Timmy could be the second drummer in the group, like the Grateful Dead. There we go. Sprue and Glue is in. He says, hi, Mike, panel and chat. Hello, Sprue. How are you, buddy? Not seen you for a while. Jim says, on with the Omnibus bus.
Omnibus.
Your turn.
Oh, okay. Phil Pages. Okay. Gary says, Wanui Omata is near Wellington. Near, but not close enough. Spelled differently.
Jem says, LWM. Ha 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 ha. Thumbs up.
JT says, my favourite drummer was Neil Peart of Rush. That was all by one man.
Yeah, there we go. Jem says, Philip P. Thank you. We'll be visiting my friends over at the Mount Victoria and about Wellington.
Oh, very good.
Mothers has gone into the background. She doesn't love us anymore.
All right, so I'm just taking a photo
Uh-oh.
because I won't be able to zoom in.
I'm getting worried by after what you just said about your nether regions. I'm getting worried by the fact you're holding your phone down, saying I'm taking a photo, so that you can see.
Well, you're only human. No, I won't be. I won't be going there. Anyway, so I painted up my. So let's change camera again. So I painted up I put the firewall on. It's just a red, SMS red. This is a white aluminium for the.
What red did you use? Because that looks really nice.
Actual red.
Red. I've ordered Ferrari red for mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I can't remember.
I was trying to decide. So basically, red, actual SMS red, and signal red. So this is the one that say the red arrows would be.
Yes.
Like a brighter red, but London buses, to my mind, are actual more red than orange, if that makes sense.
Red.
Yeah, so the red. So that's what I've chosen is red. So that's a start there. I've used AK. Where are we? This one. AK Extreme Metal white aluminium for the radiator with a wash of Citadel's Nolan oil in the grills there, and that's come up rather well. And I've painted up, as you can see, finished the engine. So it's easier if I show you the photo I've just taken. Nothing sus, but here we go. So spark plugs are now painted ivory. I've painted the ends of the ignition leads brass, and the leads themselves, I think, are grey, like a German green-grey. And as you can see down there, I've manufactured and put in the throttle cable to the Carby butterfly. So that's all done. So yeah, the engine is complete. Really?
Cool.
So you'll only see that much of it because it'll most likely be enclosed. But it's looking busy. It's looking complicated and very nice.
I can't find my instructions. I had them yesterday.
Oh. I got mine. On with the build.
Yeah, that's annoying. Doug Saw says, "Good afternoon, Sprue."
JT says a simulcast on another channel. Whoa.
God damn it. Doug Saw says, "I now have coffee."
If you keep looking, I'll keep reading.
Yeah, crack on, man.
Okay. Tiff says, oh God. Tiff says, figured out I'd be better in the background. I can do my colouring in at the same time then. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, JT says, John, there was a version from Shining Red. I love that shade of red on the bus. Well, thank you. Jim says, at Dorcosaurus, so do I. And he's got a cup of Joe. JT says, Jim, wonderful stuff. Coffee? What the matter? Philip Page says, wrap up warm, Gary. And Jim replies, aye, JT.
I don't get it. Where the hell's it gone?
Right. So, so this is what last week, I think the conversation just before we went off was, finish up to step 21. So I had done that and, okay, so I've finished that page as well. There we go. So I finished up to 26. Oh, mind you, I've got a bit of photo etch there and a loop of photo etch there. So I'll need to do that.
When I find the instructions, I can start working up to that bit.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'll go on with page 13, step 27. 27 of 81.
I had them yesterday on my desk.
Oh, I've got a bit of brass to do earlier. Earlier. Yeah, there's bits of photo etch today.
I think it's your fault, John.
Yeah, I clearly went into your house and flogged them.
Yeah.
Dorcosaurus says, Jim, hello. Coffee helps wake me up and keeps me from choking people. Yeah, fair enough. Well, Yeah, so I'll start the photo etch actually. That way,
well,
I'm totally finished on the page.
It is. It's in the Yag Panther box.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was tidying up last night. I must have put it in there by mistake.
So GM says, Philip P, you're not wrong. It's bloody freezing here. Trying to keep the camera batteries warm. Once they freeze, we lose function. Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
JT says, does that red match the red of the buses in London? I did see the double-decker buses in Germany, Hamburg, Cuxhaven, and in Berlin. I hope so. I'm not there to double-check, but it just looks like just a decent colour red, like a English
I wouldn't
mailbox
worry about
red.
it. They don't tend to be red that much these days anyway.
No. Well, they do. The double-decker ones, they still are, but anyway, it's, yeah.
Ours are green.
Well,
JT says, oh, he's just read that one.
Yeah.
Julian says, Nodge, you were right the first time reading the comments. Tiff probably did say, oh God, laugh out loud.
Yeah. Jim is saying, by the way, Mike and John, your impersonation in inverted commas. Modder's voice is so bad, it feels like nails on a chalkboard. Just saying.
I haven't done an impression of Modder's voice today.
Good. That might be my last one.
Spruce says, Tiff, never the same having you in the background. Emoji laugh.
Paul Tanker is saying, yep, it's good for keeping other folk alive. Folk music?
Yeah. Dorksaur says, I'm not a morning person.
And Tiff says, oh, Sprue, how sweet. How's that? Is that better?
Okay. So I think what's happened is, did we say we were going to go up to 26 and then I've just forgotten?
I believe so.
Bugger.
Yeah. So where are you?
22. I do apologise.
Oh, okay. That's all good.
Yeah.
Gives me time to take my time.
Yeah.
Right, so...
Because I spent most of the last time doing that bloody linkage, didn't I? Throttle linkage.
I found it a bit of a dawdle.
Well, that's because you're a twat. You find everything a bloody dawdle.
No, I don't.
A doddle. A dawdle is slow.
A doddle?
A doddle, yes. A doddle's easy. A dawdle means you're taking it slow.
A doddle, okay.
Right. JT says, what did Darth Vader say as an electrician? It's useless to resist. You don't know the power of the dark side. Very good. Right. Spruce says, Dorka, all vampires aren't morning peeps. True. So, really, I need to paint the underneath of this engine, don't I, before I put any of this stuff off?
Yeah. So what I had done, I'd painted the engine before I dropped it in the chassis. I cut up...
that would be sensible.
Yeah, I cut up a Ziploc bag, one of the little ones that you get with photo etch and stuff from Edward, to match the width of the rails. Slip that under, above, if it's the right way up, the front suspension arm axle, if you like, and just sprayed it all there. But you do however you want to do. We'll do this.
Just wondering if there's any point me spraying it now. Or any point me painting it, rather.
Jim says, Dorkosaurus, yes, coffee has become a regular early morning ritual for me. As I say to my neighbour, need my coffee first.
Let's have a look at the picture.
JT says, Darth said to the faulty circuit breaker, You have failed me for the last time. And Spring Glue says, what did Luke Skywalker say when he changed the light bulb? I will never turn to the dark side. It's going to be one of those evenings for me.
Yeah.
Julian says, piss myself laughing at as if it's the right way up. Nodge. Lol. Yes. Jim says, at me, nice work in the frame so far. Everything looks square and solid. Clean construction too. Very good, sir. Oh, thank you, Jim. Kind words indeed.
Yeah.
And JT says, I call him Lord Vader and not Mr. Vader. Not Master Vader. Master Vader. People would have rolled on the floor. Master Vader. Yeah.
Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Do you know what? I can't even see this bloody engine because it's all black. There we go. Now I can see it. It'd have been better if I'd painted it before I put all the pipes and stuff on. So sod it. It's going to be a black engine.
Okay.
I might just like paint some of the little bits like pipes and stuff. Not that they really need painting.
It's your model.
Yeah, it's just annoying me that I've done that. Because I should know better. Shit. Should know better.
Well, no matter how you do it, if you paint the engine first, you need to sort of adjust later as you paint around it. If you paint it last, you need to adjust as you paint through the other bits to get to it. So it's one or the other. There's no avoiding it.
I mean, I could paint it with a brush, just about.
Oh, Jim says Master Vader and his protege Harry Palms.
Or is that blistered palms if it's Master Vader? Master Vader.
Yeah. Julian says, what did Darth Vader say to Luke after eating a plate of beans? Luke, I am a farter. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. And JT says, that joke was terrible. I feel a disturbance in the force, as if millions of people suddenly moaned.
I'll give it a try with a brush.
Righto.
If not, I can always enclose the engine.
Well, admittedly, you're not really going to see it from underneath, are you?
Well, no, and like I said, if I close the bonnet, if it goes wrong, I can always just close the bonnet on it, can't I?
Yeah. Alrighty, so I need to bend this. Oh, cripes. So yeah, there's a bit of photo edge I'm doing. If I zoom in lower, I've got a bit of a strap that goes around the drive shaft.
The U clamp sort of thing.
Yeah, so I've got that bit, and it's got two holes already in it, and they would line up with the two holes on that cross member.
Or U bracket.
U bracket.
That's actually really good. Go on.
I didn't bracket.
Hilarious, Mr. Marley. LWM says, can't beat a good Trek Wars joke. Dorksaur says, lol. Jim says, when I eat beans, I don't say a word. The thunder from down under speaks for me. Very good. Did you do the sump in aluminium as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So it's basically from the, you can see from
the cylinders down, basically.
From the cylinders down, it's, I went for a dark aluminium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Cool. Julian says, the first Harry Potter films for hippies, Harry Potter and the Stoned Philosopher.
Oh, cripes.
JT said, did Emperor Palpatine have a cracker line? Saltines. Oh, dear. Jim says, All this talk of coffee. Did you know that there are 99,000 coffee shops in Seoul? We have 442,000 in Gangnam alone. A little bit scary. Sounds like an Elton John song.
Gangnam Style?
No, it's a little bit
It's a
scary.
little bit scary. Right.
You div. But there is a song Gangnam Style, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, I believe there was when I was like in my 20s or something. Yeah, it must be when I was in my 20s.
Well, I was going to say, it was the
Before I got
1920s.
married.
It was a bit later, 1920s.
Because I'd remember back then, wouldn't I? Although saying that, I do like Glenn Miller and things. Julian says, laugh my ass off, Jim. Philip says, time for bed, good night from. Laugh out loud.
Uru.
Uru. Jim says, cheers, Philip. Julian says, night, Philip. JT says, what do you call Admiral Akbar's ship after it exploded? Fried calamari.
Oh, sounds delicious.
Spruce says, JT, was it not called a takeaway? We've still got 27 people watching, which is impressive.
Yeah, after those jokes, I don't know how.
Yeah, I mean, for a Tuesday, that's really good. We don't normally have this many people on a Tuesday.
So where is... Oh, I've got a little tweezers. Where do I put them?
I've used normal aluminium. I should have used dark, but hey, it's going to look blingy as hell. I could have done it as gold. That would look even cooler.
Do what you like. It's your model. Oh,
Yeah.
there they are. Right, my little skummers. I'll zoom that out again. Back to knife. Now,
Jem says, 13 years ago, Mikey. Sai is still going. I can send you the... Yeah, it's fine. I didn't like the song when it came out. I still don't like it now. I think it's a silly song. One for kids at parties. JT says, look at what I started. Lol. Yeah, blame JT.
Sure.
Let's all blame Popeye. This is obviously a brand new engine that's never been running. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, just, haven't... They would have been pretty clean. I mean, I would imagine the London General Omnibus Company would have been very proud of their image and, having clean and,
Yeah, but they wouldn't have cleaned under the engine.
No, but that'd be well maintained, I think, by mechanics.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm only, I don't know. Never lived in London.
Well, given that they were still phasing out horses and the streets were still covered in horse crap until about the First World War, if not longer, then I'd imagine they'd get pretty dirty. JT says, ugh. Can't do it. Jim says, it's not an engine, it's a plastic model. True. Plastic model of an engine. Jim says, 13 years ago, Mikey, we filmed him live 5 weeks ago. Yes, we thought the song was daft too. 5.6 billion views since and still being viewed. Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane. It's like that song £1 Fish. That came out at the same time in the UK. That was daft.
Don't think I've heard of that.
It was a market seller from London, right? And his thing was to get customers' attention as they were going past. He would sing a song, sing what he had on offer. So it'd be like £1 fish, very, very good, and stuff like this. It's daft. And it actually, but it did really well in the charts for some strange reason. JT says he tried to laugh like Popeye. And he says, plastic model, a representation in miniature. Yes. Unless we build it and then it's an approximation.
Or an abomination.
Yeah. That as well, yeah. This is a properly polished engine, this. Lovely. I'd be proud to work on this engine. Not that I like working on engines anymore.
It's very difficult for me. With my spinal condition, bending over a bonnet is it's my kryptonite, I think.
Well, for me, it triggers my PTSD for some reason.
Oh.
I just like the minute I even have to think of working on an engine, I start breaking out in cold sweat and everything. Don't know whether it's because of Iraq or what. Because that's what I did.
Oh.
GM says, we also filmed Psy and Snoop Dogg singing Drinking. Would you like to see a video link of that? Nah, that's all right, mate.
Modeling question from Julian. He's saying, yeah, I know, shocker, lol. Dioramas / vignettes of World War II and earlier never have any scale horse droppings or a bloke shoveling it for the garden. 3D printing opportunity?
135 horse turds. I'm sure the market would go mad for it.
Wow.
Bob says, right, I am nearly caught up now, having to watch an on-phone 15 minutes lag due to a Chromium update messing with YouTube. Got it working now. Very good. Well done. I am very pleased for you.
Okay. I need to...
And I actually am, because computers can be a pain in the ass. Be a right pain in the ass, man. Yeah. Still up to date. Cool. Up to date. Caught up.
Cool.
Up to date. I need to paint the leaf springs anyway. Before I go adding stuff to them.
Oh, you could always leaf them till later.
No. Genius. The man's a bloody genius. Quite a couple of comments, I think. Yeah. LWM says, Julian, that's a really crap idea. See what I did there?
That's the shit.
JT says, Mikey, I would sweat wondering if I could put it back together in working order. I used to spend hours getting running HO locomotive kits running correctly. Steam locomotives were hard to do. Yeah. I never used to have a problem with it. I could even tell you the name of every single component in an engine, in a petrol or diesel engine. But now it's just the thought of going near an engine just messes me up. Which is stupid, but hey. I used to enjoy working on them.
Yeah, you would.
I used to love working on the big engines and stuff, on the trucks and stuff like that as well.
So, being working for the MOT or whatever you want to call it there is off the cards for you?
Yeah. 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 When I left, the army mechanics qualification didn't count anyway.
Yeah, right.
You had to go to college on top of that.
That's right. They train you just under the level that they need to, really, just so they don't lose you to industry.
Yeah. I mean, I went and did my college qualifications anyway between tours because I was bored. So I went, and because Dad said to me, "Oh, you need to either go to college or go get a full-time job." I said, "That's fine," because I was a reservist. So yeah, it's fine. I'll go to college. So they let me on the course late. They said we don't normally let people on late, but because you're a mechanic in the forces and you just come back from Iraq, then we'll let you on the course. You'll just have to try and catch up. I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I went on the lowest level course, the level 1 course. 4 months later, I found out I was being deployed to the Falklands. So I said, I'm going to deploy. And they said, well, okay, well, do you want to have a go at doing your exam before you go? I said, yeah, great. So I walked out with not just a level 1, I walked out with 2 level 1s, 2 level 3s, and a diploma in 4 months in City and Guilds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's not looking too bad. So yeah, it is a lot easier than I thought. I mean, it got me. The only good thing I've had from it is it gets me a discount at Halfords because I can get a tradesman's card. Because I can take in my certificates. Jim says, I'm honestly surprised MiniArt hasn't made a figure accessory set of a horse, dung, and stable. Boys love shoveling it. Actually, yeah, you're not. I'm surprised by that as well, to be fair. It is something they would do.
It is something they would do, yeah. Yeah, MiniArt, not the boys. Well, the boys would do it too, wouldn't they?
Well, they do horse and carts, so why not? They do horse and cart sets. 135 3-part poop.
Alrighty. So I've had to make a little. Oh, gee, that's impossible to see.
Nothing is impossible.
Yeah, it's a little
in the Birdieverse.
There we go. Little like D shackle. It looks like what I would call an Adele clamp.
Yeah.
To go where it goes onto. I think it's a drive shaft. Oh, it's a linkage for goes onto the drive shaft under the floor of the driver or whatever.
Yeah,
had to
it's
make that up.
To stop anything bashing into the drive shaft.
And oh no, it's not. It's a different thing. So it's there. I'll focus on that.
Oh right, okay, yes, yeah.
So yeah, it's a tiny thing. It goes from the round bit on the drive shaft to just above it. But what's just above it is a linkage that goes off to that side, as you can see it there.
Yeah.
And something else would go up through the floor. So I don't know what it is, but, yes, I used just a little drill to bend it.
Yeah. Good man.
Oh, no.
You come up with some good ideas, John.
There we go.
JT says static models are nice because you create the illusion of them working. Yeah. I like working on static model trains. They're fun. And I've slowly converted John into doing that as well.
Oh, yeah.
June says, or you could leaf them out and pretend it had springs or torsion bar suspension.
Bouncy.
Yeah. Jim says, JT, agreed, John, models that light lights added or RC models have that extra dimension that adds interest. Yes. That's part why I'm putting lights under that boat. Because otherwise it's just going to look like it's sat on water. JT says, I reached the point where I couldn't do model railroading anymore. It was time for my interest to go in another direction. I wish I had that support I have here. You tire of it after a while. Yeah. We're very supportive. group.
But you're absolutely right, John. I tired of this group after a while as well.
Yeah. You can only work with someone for so long, can't you?
Exit stage left.
We've done nearly 300 episodes together. Because you've been on almost every episode with me.
I have. Yeah, it's only the bike build I think I wasn't part of, but I still managed to weasel my way into it.
Yeah. So it's over 200 episodes, I know that. Which is pretty cool. But that means that's over 400 hours in a year. Just over a year that we've been modeling together. Shit. Surprised you haven't got sick of me by now.
I'm staying very quiet.
Bastard. That's been so nice as well. That doesn't look too bad, does it? If I can focus.
Sorry. Oh. That's very close to the finish I have on mine.
Yeah, just need to tidy up some of the pipes that have caught and things. I'll do, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Who's going to see it after I've built it anyway?
All right.
Jim says, Jim, if it was MiniArt, every dropping would be a separate part. Laugh out loud. Imagine it pinging off and looks you get saying that you're looking on the floor for scale horse poo. Indeed.
Drop my shit.
I lost my shit. I just lost my shit on him, I did. Dog Sword says, that is entirely way too small. That's what she said.
Oh, yes, I've heard it many times.
Yes, Bronwyn did tell us.
B, C, and A. So, oh, look, I'll move the instructions. So this is what I'm moving on to now. Is the... Nari.
Oh, no, brown cow.
Oh, that's, I don't know, some linkage. Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, so that's what it'll be. Oh, yeah, there we go. It goes into the transfer case and the step below it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to just catch up with you offline and just enjoy what I'm doing. Jim says, Julian, very true. Jim says, Mikey, if all the sensors and CPU settings that screw your mind up, it's a committee of people now to reset the car computer if you're doing a full rebuild. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's another reason why I don't want to work on cars anymore. Give me the old Land Rover Defenders any day. Even the Wolves were like, Bob says, I do believe Nodge has just made the clutch actuator limiter spring.
Oh,
there we
crikey.
go.
Wow. That's, yeah. Sounds believable. Oh, let's go with that.
Jem says, Jem, my godfather broke down and called the RAC. All that was wrong was the engine management unit had died. Needed towing to a retailer to reset it. Yeah, I remember when they started bringing all that stuff in. My nan and granddad had a Volkswagen Lupo. And it put the engine into limp mode because one LED had gone on the dashboard.
Oh, wow.
It was ridiculous. And it cost him hundreds of pounds to get it sorted. It's ridiculous.
I'll do the next couple of comments. Joe says, Mikey, in other words, this stream is the jockstrap of YouTube. Very supportive.
Ew. Is all I got to say to that.
The Flying Dutchman, Dutch Dave's Model Bench says, will anything be visible once finished? Maybe show some open hatches if possible. Yeah, you can have the bonnet open on this. Yeah.
Yes. It comes with a bonnet open option.
Julian says, Mikey, what Nodge isn't telling you is that Uru actually means shit, that was tiresome. Yeah. It does not. Paul says, sadly, I sold my 15 square meter layout, train layout, which I'd been working on since 1998, a few months ago, since the stroke. Didn't get that much out of it. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Oh.
Tiff is doing a Blur impersonation. Woohoo! My drawing is finished.
Show it off if you want, modders. Feel free. We won't hold it against you. Yeah, wait a minute, did I use black primer? Yeah, I did. There's no good showing it in the background, is there? There we go. Very good.
Family Guy version of me.
Oh, wow. That's very clever.
Thank you.
Well done, Modest. Jem says, over 400 hours together, I would have to do an engine rebuild on the Mustang at 500 hours and $80,000. Oh.
Ooh.
There we go. June says, Joe, for the avoidance of doubt, this stream has no involvement in supporting my delicate bits. Oh, dear.
Julian says, Tiff, that looks great.
Great. Paul says, Tiff, very clever, well done.
I have to go to a... Oh, and Tiff says thank you. I have to go to a safety day for Fighter World Museum I volunteer at tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, tedium. So it's all don't lick beryllium and all that other crap. It's going to be just...
Yeah. Don't lick the radioactive dials and all that stuff.
Yeah, all that. But one of them, I'm sure one of them is going to say, no one is to do and touch any electrical stuff without my permission. And if that comes up, I'm going to say, okay, what qualifications do you have? Oh, I'm the safety officer. So your yeah. So
again, what qualification do you have, sir?
Yes.
What qualifies you to handle avionics equipment?
No, I don't necessarily want to do any of the electrical work there. But for instance, like, you know, they're jumping in. Like, for instance, we want to get the wingtip nav lights working on the Hornet. So yeah, we've hooked up 240 volt sort of, you know, just the output of the power supply. But it's making a brown smell. I'm just thinking, well, yeah, you know, it's meant to be 28 volts DC. You know.
Yeah, and you're running nearly double the voltage through them.
More than double, 10 times the voltage.
Mm.
But yeah, like, you know, of course it's making a brown smell.
JT says, what got me out of model railroading was rivet counting, and Model Railroader magazine had more ads than articles. I saw model locomotives getting expensive, $400 US for a locomotive. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's ridiculous, the price.
Yeah.
The pricing themselves, they're starting to get to a stage now where I think they're beginning to price themselves out of the market. Well, I think they might have done that a while ago, but yeah, that's why the hobby is dying a bit.
I don't know. I don't know if it is. I think it's, well, I think it's like, if it's like plastic modeling, it's actually the golden age of it. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, the actual railway modelers and things with the actual electric sets and things.
Yeah, I get all that. But yeah, a lot of people make layouts for anything, whether it be Gundam for radar control cars.
It's just a massive diorama, isn't it? Really, if you think about it.
And, you know, Warhammer, all that. It's just diversifying, I think.
Yeah, the skills are transferable.
Absolutely.
So just go into a cheaper version of modeling. John says, with all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Julian,
Julian's saying, I got the Tiff's voice wrong with that. Thank you. I'm sure she appreciates that.
Duke says, "Good day, all you beautiful people working tonight. Also working on an Edward 148 SE5A. Shh, don't tell the boss."
Oh my God. Which one?
The Edward 148 one.
Yeah, but the Hispano Suiza engine or the Wolseley engine, the Wolseley Viper.
Now you're just
Not that
being
it
a
matters
rivet.
because they're both in the same kit.
So what you're saying is you're being a rivet counter.
No, well, there are multiple editions of it. So we had a shipment at more stock at Frontline Hobbies the other day. Well, they did.
America,
and the
that's
one
where they bring shipments. That's where they bring the kits into the country.
And the one I had just finished recently, the SE5A that had been painted, green and brown and like a dark yellow, is in stock there. And I don't know. I'm just thinking, well, somebody must have probably seen the video and asked for it or something or other.
Yeah. Duke says Hispano Suiza.
Oh, there you go.
It was probably Duke that asked for it. I think that looks all right. Doesn't look bad, that.
No.
Don't know what I was worried about. Julian says, I think the Hornby group are using Airfix to make up the lack of Hornby train sales, as those are bloody expensive, so sales are probably dropping. Yeah, I think you're probably right, to be honest. Or at least not far wrong.
Yeah. Dale at FX told me that the FX branch of the business is the only one that does make money.
Yeah. Well, if they didn't keep pricing themselves out of the market, they wouldn't have that problem.
Well, people, I think it's like cars. People want more for, they love, like, for instance, having all the literal sort of sounds and bells and whistles and real smoke and all that sort of stuff. And, if you put it in one, then everybody expects it to be in every one of them.
Yeah.
Well, that other brand has it. Oh, yeah, I know. But that's another brand.
Yeah. They also charge 4 times what we charge.
Where's my... looking for my glue.
For some reason, I seem to have lost a lot of black on this.
Oh, yeah, because, where I'm picking it up is, it's braiding with my fingers, just little bits of grey shining through there, but I could spot them later. You probably got the same?
Yeah. For some reason, it seems to have gone grey in parts. Don't know why.
It's the plastic underneath, yeah?
Yeah. I must have sprayed too thin a coat on it or something. I'll soon correct it. Because I can do crap like that.
You can do crap like that.
Yes, I regularly do crap every day on this show.
Julian says that doesn't surprise me, John Backwards. Yeah. If I recall correctly, there we go. Hornby trains are manufactured in China, probably to keep labour costs down.
Yep, which is why they make Airfix do theirs in China as well. Well, wherever bloody country it is, they do it.
India.
That's the one. They're all on the opposite side of the world and require the same stupid shipping routes.
Yeah.
I like it. That looks better.
Oh,
looks much better.
So I had to jump back to step 16 because I had to make a linkage that I didn't use to step 27 or something or other a few weeks ago. Yes. So now I've gone back to 16 to actually stick those parts together before I continue. So
yeah.
I'm fiddling with that because they are so much smaller than what it shows in the diagram.
Tim's got his rubber glove out.
Oh,
He says,
Timbo.
late but made in. G'day, host and chat. Hope all well. Rubber glove. Hey, buddy.
Rubber glove.
JT says the tooling one sick modeler cut his train cars down over a few scale inches. Actual scale seemed to contradict the standard measurements. That precision was more expensive to make. Yes. Julian says, I regularly do crap on this show. We know, Mikey, and we love you for it. Thank you, Timmy. Julian. Timmy? Why did I think Timmy? I don't know. I don't know. Julian says, hi, Jim. Now, what wood the fans have been made out of back then? They wouldn't have been brass.
I don't think...
Because they wouldn't have been... They might have been made out of aluminium.
I'm thinking sand cast aluminium.
Yeah. So we'll go for light aluminium.
I had gone for steel. Yeah, there we go. But you can't really tell the difference. Oh, certainly. This looks really dark at the moment, doesn't it?
Sorry.
I guess because it's all black. Yes, I got a steel fan blade. Yeah.
Modder says, hi, Timmy.
Paul says,
go on.
I made a small RAF base in a corner for effect. FX petrol tanker, plane transporter, plus a few other vehicles, and 2 yellow tiger moths. A scratch-built hangar and a couple of Nissan huts. Fantastic. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I have looked at that set. I will buy one day. JT says, I hear Hornby. My mind goes Full Metal Jacket with the pro in Saigon. I saw Hornby. Yeah. Yeah. GM says, mild press steel fan blades, guys. Okay.
Yeah, don't have mild press steel, so it's going to be light aluminium. Because I'm a rebel.
Oh, so now, okay. So now I'm back to this one. So I need 2.
Rebel without a clue.
A41 and BC11. Tell you what, Ace Brew is getting devoid of parts finally. A41. Oh. And BC11. BD. BA.
I mean, I could have done a modern fan blade and just put like an off-white for polyurethane on it or something. But, yeah. This looks much better.
HB. BC. So many sprues.
So many. 22.
BC.
Nice. 11. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Why am I constantly surprising myself with this? I'm constantly surprised that I'm actually doing a half-decent job.
Oh, done 400 hours of practice.
Well, yeah. Plus 2 years before that. Just practicing on my own.
Like a teenager alone in his room.
Yeah.
Lube and subscribe, peoples. Lube and subscribe.
Yeah, I wonder if we got any more subscribers today. We were on 667 when we started. Because thank God we got past that 666 stage.
667, the number of the Strand Beast.
Bob. Bobbing along. There you go. There we go. Right. Where are we up to on the comments, modders?
About there. JT says, you run me long time. Double entendres in the railroad, model railroading community.
Julian says, a Spanish fireman had twin boys, Jose and Jose B. Watch his tumbleweed roll past. Oh, dear. And for our Spanish viewers, we apologise. It is Julian's fault.
JT says, John, alone with the National Geographics. Lol. Yes.
Right. So that looks more like a NATO blacky colour, maybe.
Well, it says in instructions to paint basically all of that is black. It says to paint it all gunmetal.
Yeah, but I'm looking at that.
I reckon. Oh, that bit, the cylinder head you're talking about?
Yeah, well, that bit there.
Yeah.
So that I've done like primer black, which is kind of right. And then, but that's slightly more grey, so I might do that NATO black.
So what I think that is, and it's not shown here.
It's a cover for the cable.
Yeah, I think it's a tube, a hollow tube that the cables run along.
Yeah,
but
it's
this
a heat shield,
this
isn't
doesn't
it?
have it that way.
It's a heat shield. If you look at it.
Let's go.
Because it's to protect it from that pipe there behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the cable goes along. Cables come up into the heat shield. One goes along that way, and the other comes along that way. It's so that they don't touch the outside of the pipe.
Nice.
There we go. Okay.
All right. So, stepping away from the microphone for a moment.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I shall continue with the chattage. Bob says, getting increasingly disillusioned with MiniArt's accuracy. Valve springs all wrong, and after Googling engines, find part BC14 is the HT cable guide, and they should run through it, not around it. Yeah. But hey, what are you going to do about it? Julian says, no, Mikey, you're still on 667 subscribers. I checked. Cool. Bob says, time to rethink things. Just enjoy the model. Don't overthink it. JT says, 666 was cool. Number of the Beast was an Iron Maiden album. I thought it was a Korn album as well. Was it Korn?
Hello.
Or Slipknot? Let's have a look.
So that comment there from Gary. Yeah. And I'm putting 240 volt into a 24 volt aircraft system direct, and he's kicking. I'm qualified on most systems. Lamey, it's a licensed aeronautical maintenance engineer.
Slipknot did it as well. It was part of the Heretic Anthem. It was called the Heretic Anthem. That. Yeah. There you go. Sorry. Go on, John.
That's okay. I finished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Julian says, JT, I know I have that album. Very good. A little bit of NATO black. Come on. There we go.
Do.
What have we got Thursday? Thursday's this. You're not here for Thursday, are you?
Afraid not.
You're off pumping around.
I shall be attending the Shenanigans, a play in town called The Play That Goes Wrong.
Uh-huh. So we're not that far off finishing the SAS Jeep either, are we?
No, I think it's mainly powering.
It's just the little bits that add
people.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done my people.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
I have not.
Neither's Gary, don't worry. I just like to get slightly ahead sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I spend so much time reading the comments.
Yeah.
John says, does the old kicking the device help make it work? Not really.
Off and back on again. Sometimes it does. My internet dropped out in the whole house yesterday until I turned it off and back on again.
Because you're clever like that.
Well, no, my children were like, you have to do something. And I'm just like, yeah, you can just be without internet for a bit.
How did your children survive to adulthood? The internet's down. What do we do? Switch it off and on again.
Mm.
Have you tried switching it off? It's only 5 minutes to reboot. It's fine. You'll survive. Oh, bugger. Wrong colour. Never mind.
Yeah, you probably noticed me disappear very quickly from the stream after we were chatting yesterday.
Yeah, you suddenly just dropped out, didn't you?
Just went, yep. And Tom was in the garage within 30 seconds of that. What's going on? What's going on?
No, the world's going to end. Julie says, I'm not that old, Mikey, although when I ring anyone and give my year of birth, I do specify 1970 as opposed to 18. Bob says, memory's jogged, still got a rotary converter here, 24 volt, 28 volt to 110 volt, 400 hertz. Not viable for in-flight use, but fine for repairing things on the ground.
Yeah.
There we go. Joe says, checking out the price of the Qatari Handley page, I might have to build this omnibus. Looks great, guys.
This is fiddly. This could
But it's
challenge some people. Yeah, I am. Of all the builds we're doing at the moment, I'm enjoying this as much as a Yug Panther. Probably more, in fact, because it's more colourful. But there's only one piece that didn't fit as advertised, and that was the steering box.
Mm-hmm. We're on 20 likes. There we go. Not bad. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. It's complicated, but it's not beyond the scope of possibility.
Oh,
it's not beyond my abilities. I hope.
So where does this go? Into the back of the transfer.
Brass. So there are some bits that are brass on this. So we'll do them brassy brass. Comments.
All right.
JT says, what is the theme of the Pink Panther as an electrician? Dead amp.
Dead amp. Yeah.
Very good. Julian says, Mikey, Nodge's kids survived to adulthood by Bron telling them as babies, whatever daddy does, do the opposite.
Well, just, as kids, I'd say, I'm the man of the household, I'm the hunter-gatherer. And she just looks at the kids and said, who's in charge of the family? You are. And I said, oh, hang on, do you want to take a moment and think of that? Mummies!
Patrick says, fiddly but fun. That's what she says. Jim says, watch an American friend beat the daylights out of an electrical igniter box on a C5. He was yelling, it's only got a fire once, whoosh, and a big fireball out the back. Hurrah!
Hey!
Julia says, that's what she said, Patrick. Oh my God, my eyes aren't working properly today.
Oh dear. I wouldn't be able to build this if it didn't have the magnifying specs on.
I'm starting to get to that stage, Oh,
diddums.
I'm only 37.
Oh, diddums.
You can't even remember 37.
Yeah, can. It's been close to 15 years there. Oh, I see. Oh, the age, you mean. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mentally still stuck at 37. Or is that 7? One or the other.
Dreadlock pubes. Still funny.
Oh, John. John. What are we going to do with you?
Isn't that lovely? Does fit. Every piece does go on very well. Except for that one.
Do you know what amazes me, right? We were saying before about 400 hours. 400 hours work there, and we still haven't run out of stuff to say and take the piss out of each other for. That's friendship, man.
Yeah.
JT says we should rock down to Electric Avenue. Patrick says, same, John, would be impossible without the magnifier. That's looking pretty good.
Okay, so that is... Okay, so that's the end of step 27, put that linkage on. So now moving on to assembling the really good bits. You know what? I could... There's one or two bits I'll do this first, actually. I'll drop down to 31. Because apart from the wheels and the headlights, so these bits here, it looks like probably an accelerator. Probably an accelerator pedal, maybe, certainly a pedal. A horn, which I won't paint, won't put on yet because it'll be brass. I'll spray paint that brass. Steering column, and then the floor go on. So I'll do those before I do the wheels. Yeah, I'll keep doing that. Because over the page there's other little foot pedals. Yeah, I'll keep working up around the driver's compartment.
Yes. Julie says, I remember 37 days ago. Oh, you mean the age, Mikey? Yeah, no, I've slept since then. Very good, Julie. Get a bit of brassy brass. I'm liking the detail on this engine now.
Boom, boom.
That side will be easier. Where are we up to? JT says, going from 60 amp to 200 amp is amazing with electrical demand. You do wonder about how that affects older wiring. That sort of fries it out normally.
Yeah, it burns like a bastard.
Yeah. Oh, that looks good. Julian says, to avoid bad eyesight in the first place, use magnifiers. Yeah. Yeah. Bob says, John, no, not Electric Avenue. The boss's son in the music shop I worked in over 4 decades ago used it as a demo for disco gear, 4,000 watts in a small shop. Sounds like torture to me. That sounds like when you work in a hotel where they have loads of companies have their Christmas parties. So you have every night when you're working, you have Christmas songs playing continuously on a loop from October to January.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy.
It used to drive me bloody batty.
Paul Tanker says, JT, I don't know why, as I read that, my brain went to Streets of Fire.
Yeah.
Is it Springsteen? Or the film?
Yeah. I used to deliberately ask to go and work in the actual residence bar, which was smaller and you didn't get as many tips. But I'd go and
working as a waitress in a cocktail bar?
No, I was working as a barman. I was a barman. I wasn't a waiter. I've never been a waiter. I've worked as barman in a few places.
There you go.
But I always preferred it because even though you got less tips and things, you could have a laugh with the residents and things like that.
I'm sure.
Because you got to know them over time. Because some of them would be there for months. Joe said, ships. John, next week I should be starting my Academy BC Roman warship. Doesn't seem that complicated. Shh, don't tell Gary Morris.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Tanker says, movie.
Oh, the movie. Okay.
Julian says, so Nodge has a brass horn. The word android springs to mind. Also steampunk.
Brass horn.
JT says, we had Electric Lake in my hometown. They had a hydroelectric plant there. It's a museum now. Cool.
Oh, Electric Lake.
So, Try and decide which side of this is the bloody exhaust.
Of the engine?
Yeah.
Well,
I think it'd be the right-hand side, wouldn't it?
you put the exhaust pipe on step 38.
Step 38. That would be a good way of figuring it out. 37. 38. Oh, it's both sides. Interesting.
No, the top bit is sticking it together and then
so yeah, it was right. It's the right-hand side.
Correct.
Boosh! There we go. So, I don't have burnt iron, so I'm going to try something else. Duke says, Paul T, that's Chariots of Fire. Ha ha ha. Gold, bronze, copper. GM says, talking with Roger de Cripney, X3 Squadron, he was the captain of the Qantas A380 that blew out an engine mid-flight.
Ah.
Yeah, when the part of the engine hit terminal velocity, didn't it? Infinite velocity.
Yeah.
Problem was they could not shut it down. Fuel cut-off valve on side of cowl. Anyone?
No. Yeah, they're very lucky, weren't they?
Yeah, it was impressive, to be fair. What I might do is hammered copper and just dull it down. That kind of look like rust, wouldn't it? Well,
hammered copper. I didn't think you wanted to talk about politics here. Moving on. JT says, guys, working as a waitress in a cocktail bar? Don't you want me, baby? Lol. Bob says, Julian, I have a brass horn for my 1929 car. Hard work keeping it ungreen. JT says, Electric Lake. Now swimming. Lol. Julian says, be back in a bit. Kerry here.
Yeah.
JT says, no swimming. Lol. Paul Tanker says, Joe, if it's anything like the one I built back in about 1978, good fun. Oh, the Roman ship? Yeah, wow. GM says, Roger said none was game to climb up next to an engine still running at cruising power. No, fair enough. JC says, I hear Chariots of Fire as I race to the bathroom after eating Taco Bell. There we go. So, where's that pedal?
Actually, that doesn't look too bad, you know. Yeah, I like that. What I might do is do brown on the HT leads because they wouldn't have been black rubber. Joe says, thanks, Paul. The ropes do scare me a bit.
Oh, that'll be fine. Wouldn't be too many ropes on one of those.
Paul says, Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire. Duke says, JT, you just don't want to be running in slow motion when that happens. Ha 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 ha. No. That would not be advisable. Duke, no, just read that one. Bob says, wasn't Chariots of Fire that film about running where all the fast bits were filmed in slow motion? Yeah.
Yes.
Good film.
Great film.
Yeah. Right, what colour brown should I do the HT leads? Not mahogany, because that looks silly. NATO brown? Yeah. It's not far off. It wouldn't be far off.
Not far off, no. It'd be fine. Something adjacent, but not black. It'd be, yeah, bit of interest.
Yeah.
Oh, get on there.
JT says the 80s had creepy songs. Winger said she's only 17. Then the police with every breath you take. Don't you want me, baby? Has a bad connotation to harassment. Yeah. One of the worst ones was in the 2000s with David Hasselhoff, Get in My Car. That was the creepiest song ever. The whole song was him trying to persuade some young girl. He pulls up next to the girl in kit and spends the whole song trying to persuade her to get in his car with him and go home with him. Some girl that he's never met, supposed to have never met. Right, yeah, that's not a good look. Why they thought that was a good idea, I don't know. Shortly after the Me Too movement started, Paul says, Joe, I built half the ship so I could mount it on a wall plaque. Ah, nice idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
John's going to steal that idea now.
Joe says, just happened to me. Wow, you know you're a slob when you're looking for a kit part in your desk and you find bacon bits. Jeez. Bacon. JT says, run to the bathroom with great speed after Taco Bell. I only had Taco Bell once, and I only had it because I went, oh, there's a Taco Bell. So I tried it, and that was all that happened.
Yeah.
GM says, Mikey, the ignition leads, were they straight metal rods or enclosed in a sheath? I've seen early aircraft engines with bare leads to spark plugs.
I don't know, to be honest. Back then, it could have been. I think they had some of them that had like a sheet, like a fabric sheath on it, like toughened fabric sort of thing, asbestos or something like that. I don't know. It's just meant to add a bit of interest to it, a bit of detail. Stop everything looking so black.
I reckon they would have been manually wrapped. However, they wrapped it.
Yeah, like a brown canvasy stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like an insulation type stuff.
JT says, baby, it's cold outside. It's creepy too. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. There you go.
I can jump in my car with Ted Mulry.
Yeah. JT, John packaged pickles, never again. That was funny.
That was.
We've still got 29 people watching.
What? I mean, yay!
Yeah. Are you mad? Duke says, I think the Hasselhoff song was a copy of the Ted Mulry gang song from the early 70s in Australia. Yes, probably. But it was so creepy. It was literally, the whole video was him, sat in kit, curb crawling as this young girl in like a miniskirt and everything is walking along the street, and he's there driving along very slowly, trying to persuade us to get in the car and go somewhere with him. How that didn't get investigated, I don't know. It is just so wrong. Even when I was young, well, came out when I was, I think it's late teens, early 20s. And even then, I was like, wow, that is just wrong on so many levels.
Duke says, oh no, sorry. JT says, Turning Japanese by the Vapors. Yeah. Not a bad song. Paul says, Step Duke. And Duke was thinking the same.
Go on then. JT says, we're all a little sick, and that is what makes it fun. Paul Tanker's doing his rubber glove. Duke says, that song was okay in the early 70s. Yeah. It's like the film Anchorman, isn't it? You watch that, if you know, that's supposed to be a reflection of what things were like in the 70s. But even when it was made, that film, you watch it, it's like, ew. I think I got about 20 minutes into it, and I was like, no, this is disgusting. I'm not watching it. Duke says, that song's... Oh, I just read that. JT says, some of those songs are Herbert creepy. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't understand why all my mates found it funny because I was just like, this is just so wrong. Why are you watching this film? GM says, I was horrified to see bare wires only secured by carbon blocks every 12 inches along the runs. Early Spitfire 1's 1938 build. That doesn't surprise me. Paul says, TTFN guys, thanks for once more for the therapy. See you, Anon. See you later, buddy.
Hooroo.
See you Thursday if you're about. Bob says, maybe Hasselhoff was meant to be a public information film to warn lasses about creeps. Yeah.
Or context.
I'm not saying Hasselhoff specifically, because that's like leaving yourself wide open. But yeah, that song is just awful. And it did not paint him in a good light.
Oh, Julian's back.
Yay.
Jinx.
Should we see how many likes we got before we start closing down? We're on 23. I think. Yeah. Yeah, 23 out of 29. So I'm not doing too bad. JT says, Monty Python had Can I Get Rider? JT also says, Eric Idle driving Kit voiced by John Cleese. Yeah. Tiff says, we don't need to be warned about creeps. Us lasses know all about them. Yeah. Jem says, cheers, guys. It's 1 a.m. here, so gotta go. See you later, buddy. Have a good sleep.
Yeah, cheers.
Dorkosaurus says 24. Yay. Thank you, Dorkosaurus. Belt. Go for a leather belt. That's rust. Where are you, leather? There you are. Julian says, who remembers the child safety films in UK with the kid and Charlie the cat? Not me, because I'm not that old.
Not me, because I'm not
in the UK. Yeah. I know Roald Dahl did the kids' information books about railway safety on the railway lines and things, didn't he? And he wrote them, got them published, and then refused to take any money for them because he wanted all the books to be given to every child in the country for free.
Ah, good on him.
Yeah, because there's a spate of kids playing on railway tracks and getting seriously hurt and things. So, yeah, nice chap. Did a good thing. JT says, Tiff, a good swift kick in the total system reset. Yes. And they fall. Yeah. Julian says, example of Charlie. There you go. So it's cool we've got so many channel members as well. It's quite fun seeing all the different colours. So the reason they come up in different colours, for those that don't know, is the colour changes depending on how long you've been a member for. And whether you're a subscriber, moderator or not. There's only 2 moderators, but yeah, I know what I mean. Joe says, good night, GM. Yeah, good night, buddy. Do you know what? I'm quite enjoying detailing this, putting some detail into this engine.
quite a bit of fun, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
JT says, did a website on railroad safety. Almost got hit by a train when I was 15. Didn't hear the train coming behind me. Very lucky.
Wow.
Yeah. Could have ended up as railway pizza. Junior says, these days, if they did a road safety film, Charlie would yowl and the kid would say, Charlie says, who the hell gave those idiots driver's licenses? JT says, classic, do not tell your parents. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Yeah. I bet that was a bit of a brown trouser moment for you, JT. Mate, I'm impressed that you didn't hear a train coming up behind you. Given that Americans don't often do electric. Well, depends what sort of train it is, really. If there's an electric one, maybe. So we don't have electric ones on the in North Wales. We only have diesel. Because they haven't electrified the railway line. And to be honest, I don't think they should because it's more dangerous. JT says, we had a few people unfortunately do something awful. I tied up traffic and felt so bad seeing it. Yeah. Not a nice way to go.
Okay.
I used to know a guy who's a train driver, and he said he was the only the only drivers he knew on his shift that hadn't hit someone, that hadn't been involved in a self-deletion.
Mm.
And he said a lot of train drivers end up having to leave the job on mental health grounds because of it. Because especially when it happens, they have to stop and get out and check under the train and everything, and to check that it has happened, and then get hold of the emergency services. Julian says, lack of engine noise is one reason I think electric vehicles can be a danger to pedestrians. You can't hear them if your view is obscured. Exactly. Especially if you're in a wheelchair, because you're below the height of other cars anyway. Can't see through the windows and stuff as easily. John says the train was a push-pull commuter train. Loco was on the other end, diesel electric. Ah. Ow. What the hell was that? Ooh,
That's what John said.
No, someone just pulled the hair out of my arm on my desk. Anyway, we've got 5 minutes.
Yeah. So the last thing I'm doing here is gluing the driver's floor in place.
Yeah.
And all that leaves then is to photo etch pedals. And this part of the build is, then I'd be moving on to the engine covers and everything else. So this is starting to build up pretty quickly now.
So what step are you on now?
I've just, let's see, I finished, there we go, 32.
Right, well, definitely
no.
don't go any...
No, but I've not done 28, 29, 30, which are building up wheels.
Well, don't go
headlights.
any further because I'm still on step 22. Well, because I've been doing the engine, haven't I? What colour did you do the flywheel housing?
Oh, look, it's all black.
Yeah. Cool.
I figure I could pick out detail later if I want to, but
well, that's what I'm thinking. Rather than doing it later, I'm doing it now. Joe says, JT, we had that problem in South Texas growing up. You couldn't hear those things behind you. John says, 100% Joe. Joe says, when I was a police officer, I worked 2 self-deletions by train. Wasn't pretty. No, they're not.
Wow.
John says, Joe saw evidence of it in my hometown and it was disturbing. Yeah.
Wow.
And he says, glad I'm here. Yeah. So that's what I've done today. If I can get it
focused. Can we zoom in, Mikey?
You can if I can get it focused. There you go. Just move that there. So, yeah.
Ooh. No, I've not put the exhaust manifold on.
Yeah, it looks all right, doesn't it? Considering it's hammered copper. Doesn't look bad. But yeah, I think it's looking a little bit better with more detail in it. Certainly looking better than when I started and it was all black. Ooh, there's a little bit. I've got a bit of black on there. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Yeah. 2 seconds. No, wait a minute. Did I use light? No, I didn't. I used normal aluminium. 2 seconds. Just get rid of that before I forget about it. There we go. There we go. Right. Right, let's change face camera. Face cam. Head cam.
Head cam.
Wow, that's out of focus. Joe says, wow, that's really nice, Mikey. Thank you, buddy. JT says, thanks, guys, for 2 good hours. Mikey, amazing. Thank you, buddy. JT, have a great day, everyone. You too, buddy. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed doing that detailing.
It's a rewarding build.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do some more on it, obviously. What did you say, step 32?
Yeah, but I've not done 28, 29, 30.
Right. 28 is putting wheels together. 29 and 30 is putting line. Yeah. So I'll get up to that. It's 32.
So there we go. So it's the floor in place. It's all black, but I can pick out detail later. And I painted black up under the floor before I put the floor on because I couldn't reach it. So all that remains there is the steering rod. But I'm not putting the wheel on. I'm going to leave the wheel off until the driver is in place and I can get his hands right.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Excellent. So thank you all for joining us. It's been fun today. Lots of interesting comments.
Yeah.
We'll be back on I'll be back on Thursday with Mr. Morris. Doing the SS Jeep build. We're back 12 till 2. Join us then and Hull Vow for now.
Hooray.